Lord Haywire. I am streaming. I don't know what number I'm on. I didn't even think to look. I am streaming some game creation to my 2D 4X game that we are working on. I always say we because I'm talking about chat helps me sometimes. A couple of people have helped me, give me suggestions on how to do stuff. It's pretty awesome actually. It's open source. But I wanted to talk today also about AI because it comes up pretty regularly because I use ChatGPT occasionally to look at stuff. I would say it's 90% wrong. But I noticed there was these updates, so I figured I would do these updates to the input system here and get rid of version control because we're not using it. Uh, while I did my preamble, so I want to talk a bunch about AI while I do this. So I'll probably get sidetracked and whatnot. We have two more parts before we finish the county improvements. I probably will repeat myself a bunch of times, but that happens anyways when we're talking about AI because I've been thinking about it more, and I think my stance on it was wrong. My stance was that we need to resist the change to AI. Like if we need to hire, like we shouldn't do things like AI art, for example. If developers use AI art, artists are going to be out of a job, and so we should not be using AI art to avoid putting artists out of a job. And I think, yes, I want to remove that package. Um, I think that is not going to work. um, I think that's a dumb position now that I thought about it more. Uh, and this is an excuse. This is not an excuse for me to be like, now I'm going to start using AI art. The AI art I've seen, and I messed around with it a little bit on the what is that called, Dolly or whatever it was called, and they came out pretty bad. Everything I asked was actually pretty bad. So I don't think I'll be using AI art myself, not in the current state. But I do use ChatGPT, like I said, and then there's also like IntelliCode, which show. I'm gonna close this, I think, and reopen it. I think that's what I'm. Oh man, I should have. Sometimes when I do like updates like that, my voice comes like it's all, so we're gonna hope that didn't happen. Should I open it? Yeah, let's open and close this. Unity's a tough baby sometimes. Tough? No, it's just a baby sometimes. I also updated the version right before I started. Um, so this is the thing. I think we have two different issues. I've been originally saying we need to resist this stuff and keep hiring normal uh, programmers and whatnot. But I don't think we can resist it. That's the thing. Is I don't think we can. Well, let's look at what we're doing here first. And then we'll get into this. Why don't I see anything here? Let's go to our UI canvas. There we go. Let's hit play on this puppy and see where we're at. I think I left a bug in here intentionally. Yeah, there's a bug. Is this where I was leaving it? We have this current possible buildings. Oh, they're all empty. So that must be exactly where we're at. We're fixing this stuff. Yeah, key not found. So I left in something. I can't remember exactly. It's this thing we left in this remove. There was a remove something. Because we were about to that part. That I wasn't expecting this bug. This is where it's having issues? Done for influence cost only. Yeah, we did do that, didn't we? Kind of want to put a little dash in there. And I'm gonna also ask chat. If anybody shows up in chat, then I'm gonna ask them what they feel, how they feel about what the fuck is this? About AI and stuff. Because I saw an article. I've been reading a ton about AI, and basically I saw well, many of them are, and many of my friends who are developers are expecting to eventually be laid off because AI. And my work actually was saying like, hey, can we get Copilot installed because we want to see how it works with landlord tenant laws. They want to so when people have questions about that, um, they want to be able to ask the AI first to double check their work. And I didn't bring it up, but I was like, man, you guys are setting up, we're gonna a bunch of people are gonna get laid off if because we don't have lawyers and for that, but it's like I work for a property management company. They gotta ask people stuff. I guess I'll do this. I can't do two things at once. I can't multitask. So I'll finish my talk about what I think about AI, and then we'll get on to this, and we'll hope someone shows up in chat and we can question them. Maybe nobody will. It's pretty common on this stream that nobody shows up in my chat. If you want to, you can. And you can comment in the YouTube file too what you think about AI. So this is the thing. I read some articles and whatnot, and one of them said that they think 300 million people. It will put 300 million people, basically office workers, out of jobs. And so my original idea was we should probably be resisting that, and like as developers, we should be hiring junior developers and whatnot, not to be replaced. I would be like a junior developer, but I don't think you can resist it. Honestly, I don't think this they're saying like we should pass a law that would force a 6-month hiatus on AI development. That's not going to do shit because they'll just do it in some other country, and then everyone will use another country. That they'll get the code from another country. It's the same as like genetic engineering. They tried to like stop that, and it's still happening on humans or whatnot, on babies or designer babies. Even though it's legal, like pretty much the whole world, it's still going on. I know, like, where is he going? Is he going down some weird tangent? There's some, like, if you look up, like, how they're genetic testing, genetic engineering on humans, it is, like, supposed to be somewhat illegal, but it is still happening to a much lesser degree, but it's still happening. And so the way I was thinking of it is just general efficiency improvements. So at one point in humanity's history, people were just digging holes with their hands, right? And then some dude was like, hey, look, man, I dig faster with a stick. And then another dude was like, I dig faster with a shovel. Trying to resist that kind of efficiency progress is never going to work. Like, I'm sure there are people like, no, man, don't use a stick. We can't use sticks. That's dumb. You got to use your hands. It's never going to work, though. It's going to eventually happen. And it's the same as, like, riding horses to cars. Like, there's so many examples of things changing the world. There's, like, a huge thing with even, like, cassette tapes, blank cassette tapes where you could copy music onto a blank cassette tape was, like, a huge deal of change. This was before Napster and all that, and Napster changed everything. So I don't think we can resist it. So I think we have two things we got to do. We got to accept that AI is going to happen. We can't fight the change. And I'm always saying, like, don't fight change. And so I don't think we can fight that. We have to accept that it's going to happen. But then we also need to plan ahead for all of these people being unemployed. We can't sit back and wait for everyone to become unemployed and then we resist. Then because we're all going to be unemployed. I'm an IT guy, so I probably won't be unemployed, but maybe. I feel like someone needs to take care of the robot overlords, and I would be one of them. But we need to start putting in laws to support people all the time. So there's two different things, and I think that's basically what my thought process has come to. Like, we can't. I've been thinking about them as one item. We got to fight AI to keep jobs there, but I don't think like that's a ridiculous concept. I hate Tucker Carlson. That guy's a piece of shit. But I saw him. So this is not where I'm agreeing with him. I saw him talking about truck drivers, and he was talking about like we should artificially fight AI to keep truck drivers employed for automated cars. And that's ridiculous. We should just pay them to not work. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, how is that good? But that's the way we have to go to now. We have to pay people not to work. So that's my big talk on AI. And hopefully, like I said, someone will show up in chat and we can see what their opinion is. Or you can post in the comments. Now let's see what the fuck I was doing wrong here. That was only like 10 minutes of me talking, which is pretty rare. So we have this. Okay, we put in this invoke thing. I forget exactly where we were. Building confirmed. I thought was working. I thought we fixed this. So what we're trying to do is finish these. I'm gonna open this up. Building description had all this stuff on it. I'm pretty sure. Gonna go to the inspector here. Yeah, we got all these panels working last time. Muster army. I swear that like sometimes stuff switches back, even though I haven't, done any changes. So when was this happening? Let's look here. When was this happening right off the bat? I think it was. And I do, yeah, it was. So this is happening right off the bat. Do we have on the controller? It actually has 2 issues right off the bat. Yeah, here's the building confirm, which this is just has an event. You know what it is? I think is each time it's coming out in a different order, and I've been counting on the order being the same, which is something that I keep saying like that I can't rely on that. I can't. The game's not going to run in the same order every time, like all the variables and whatnot. So I think what is happening here is when we go. So world map load is struggling with this, huh? 57. It's trying to subscribe to building confirmed, and building confirmed is right here. No, this is UI building confirmed. Huh. That surprises me that it's on the same. What is this thing? And then it's trying to unsubscribe here, and this is what's croaking it out. And so this is happening in the wrong order. But what is triggering this? Okay, it's just triggering. These are just in weird. This is on awake, which makes sense. I mean, we can move this to start. Was that what we were doing? We can move this to start and see what happens. It doesn't have to happen on awake. So the reason why it's not on enable, because this thing just enables. It's on all the time. It should never turn off. The controller shouldn't until you leave the scene, which is why we have it on disable. Okay, so that fixed that little thing. But what was that? Let's see where else we were at here. So we got this. We got the buildings panel pops out. We got the 3 things. We got this. We had made this work. So you got 1 employee. You hit build. If you have the resources and you have 1 employee here, it should allow you to say this. So you hit yes. And that's where we were at, I'm pretty sure. I'm positive that's where we were at. And I forgot. So we have this thing too. Let me bring this over. We need to update the Unity version. I just had an update. So there should be a README somewhere. I guess I closed it at some point. That's pretty normal. Open a file here. Go to here. Here it is. README. We're on 13 now. Lucky 13. Okay, we don't need that anymore. I don't know. We put this back. I used to say that I used to check this is done. Now I'm putting it into the notes because I'm updating. It updates like once a week. And then we're back to counting. So this is what the thing we're doing. Change the idle workers next day activity to building. So when we run the program, the game, what we want to see here is this population change from what they're doing today. So tomorrow we want to change. So today they're going to do scavenging. Tomorrow they're going to do building. And that's where we were at. Did I have any notes in here? Whoops. Did I have any notes in this thing, or did we just... Nope. We just put it in order. So building confirmed. So building confirmed. Yes button. I think we moved that to the controller because of some weirdness. I don't know. Was I like in love with it being an awake? It doesn't matter. So, and this just is just firing an event. And the event needs to, so what does it need to do? Did we put that on the list? Because I think that's what we, remove influence costs, which I think we already did that. And I think we're on moving building from possible to, so I should have broken this into 3 different things. In fact, let's do that real quick, because I like to also be able to, you know, hey, we did this and check it off my list. So I just make a bunch of useless things. No, they aren't useless. I'm pretty sure we did this part already. This is somehow in a different order than I'm used to, and that's fucking me up. Let's see here. So if we go to here, we build a Forester shack. We got 750. We hit build. Oh, we got to put workers. Yeah, and the 500 comes off. So that's actually done. Let's change this thing. Let's edit this. Let's add one. Remove influence cost. That part's done. We're just gonna convert to an issue and then mark it off immediately. Put that up here. And then we're going to let's edit this title. This is done. And let's create another one. This event triggers a bunch of stuff. Let's copy that, save this, close this, add an item, convert this to a fucking issue. And then this way we can kind of be more organized. I guess we were doing this one. Remove building from possible to current list. Change what the population does, what the population is doing, which we already have this, so we could, let's cancel this thing. I guess breaking this into things, we should have done this earlier. Yeah, so this is the same as what's left on here. So let's just move this out of here. I guess I could have just edited this one. And so these are the last 2 things we got because we did that. This will eventually on its own turn over there. Change the idle workers next. So what we need to do is, I don't know what I just clicked on there, is find what we need to subscribe. And I think we already partially did this. We need to subscribe to building confirmed. And I can't remember where we were doing that, so I'm just going to find it. This is in world map load. Were we doing the whole thing in world map load? Build county improvement. We were. Move building, set next day job. That's what we were doing. And not done at all, yeah. Okay, so we were going through county population. Did we already do part of this? That looks like that's pretty close to being, we can check this easily. I thought we had to like do a bunch of crap. So this should be scavenging, whatnot. Oh, you know what? We need to put a worker in there. Oh, we already did it. Oh, no, we didn't. Wait. This should say building. Wait, why does my brain not work? So why isn't this working? Set next day job. done for influence cost only. We were working on this next, so let's put this up here. And it looks like we're going through and we're for the number of unemployed, we need to put in what is that noise? It's raining. With my headset on, it sounds like running water, like I'm sinking or something. Okay, so this one, well, this is wrong, obviously, because this is only going to change uh, the first one to building, right? It's going to go 0. County population dictionary. Current selected county. I, which would be 0. Next activity. Is that all we needed to fix? What? I think there was some sort of madness in here. Why? I mean, it seems like it should have bugged out at that point. Can we open this? No, we can't do anything with that thing. Let's go Fisher's Shack this time. Add one, hit build. Oh, you know what it was? I remember what we were doing. That's happening, and what we fixed may have been wrong. No, whatever. Yeah, no, that's right. I think it's right. What I think we were doing actually was trying to figure out how to change. So it's not that the populate. It's not that it's not getting changed, and we could actually check that by. Let's check this. Let's put a debug log in here just to make sure for now. Name of person. Let's just do first name. First name. Let's copy this and put it here. Dot name. Nope, sorry. First name. And then we'll debug log this again with their activity. This way we can just check that what we're doing is right. Next day, next activity. Okay, whoops. Okay, so that will check that, and I guess we can run it. We can run it. You know, I didn't check if I was actually streaming. It's happened before where I wasn't streaming to the right account or something stupid. Okay, so we can also hit the max button. Hey, what? Oh no, that's right. We don't have the ability to make it 5. Is what's going on there? Huh? It's not getting to there. It's not doing that. Okay. Next day job. So building county improvements is okay. So are we triggering this though? Is this action happening? That could be. It is happening because we know that it's deducting the cost of the building. We know that that part works. I did. Let's double check that we didn't break something when we changed it to start. Oh, it's healing is why it has that sound. Um, let's go garden shack this time. Yeah, that's getting deducted. So we know that that's happening. There must be something wrong with this thing here. With this thing. Deduct cost is happening. This is going to here. It's going through this list. This was at 0 before. All text.jobs.building. County population dictionary. County it has a string, which is the name of the county, and then it has a list, which is the county population list. The county population list is just a list of everyone who lives there. So, wow, we got a lot of stuff. So it's going to check, and it's going to go for the number of unemployed, which we're getting from this UI building checker. Yeah, it's pulling this thing here, which is, it should count up to 3 or 1 if we picked 1. Did I not look at it right? Well, we're not seeing the debug log, so we know that there's something there that's not happening right. Yeah, this would have been. You know what we can also do though? Where am I? We're in the wrong one. To make sure that it's getting to this. For some reason, I don't think it's getting to this, and maybe I'm doing. I don't know. Let's make this. It got to. Yeah, like so, like the IntelliCode thing happens occasionally where it would. I mean, if we're gonna fight against AI, then we need to fight against all efficiencies and just use a piece of paper to code, and then someone else has to type it in. We'll have like a pool of typers, uh, like in the good old days. Yeah, so it does get to there. I think the issue is this. Let's see how many. Let's make sure that this thing is the right number. I guess I could probably. Well, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I could probably. What did I just hit here? Did I hit insert? The bane of all existence. Um, I don't remember if we have the unemployed number on the controller or something. We can see how it changes, or it wouldn't be on the controller. It'd be somewhere else. Uh, let's see, because we need to make sure that it's pulling the correct number. It should be 1 now. Unemployed is 0. So that would be our issue. So let's see how we are getting that. I think it's because it's getting reset. If it was at 0 though, I was wondering if there was a way to send with an event to send a variable. Let's see. There probably is. Yeah, pass. I don't want a Unity event though, because I'm not using a Unity event. Messaging system. I'll have some listener that takes a bool. Help me with this implementing the event system using. Oh, weird. This is what ChatGPT used. Oh, not 100%. It's slightly different. How big is this? I want to make this bigger so you guys can read it. Read what I'm reading. 150 sounds good. So how does this work? Okay, so the listener, how old is this shit? This is pretty fucking old. Let's get Unity out of here. Pass parameter to, the problem with all these really old ones is things have changed. Object But what if the... I'm not sure I understand that guy's question. Gotta understand the question first. Okay, so this one has it, whatever this is. Yeah, there is like button click and all that. I've used that in the past before I went to the new thing. Um, New event handler. Is it really this simple where we just put like a... He doesn't have anything. He has button... He doesn't explain what button click. Well, this is button click. Huh. Let's pull up ChatGPT and see what it says. I'm curious. Sometimes, so I actually, it explained my first event for me. So this was one of the few things it was correct with, was the event stuff. Uh, how do I pass an event or a variable with an event? You can define a custom event arg class that contains the variable as a property. Then you can raise the event with an instance of the custom. For instance, an example. Is this going to do the example we just Googled? Raise the event with the variable as a... Because we are reading a bunch. So one of the things that have confused me with events is, you know, I'm triggering all these events, then we're reading all these variables from the place where we're triggering the event. You know, that's not going to solve our problem though. Let's solve our problem first, and that is that we're getting the unemployment is at 0. I wonder why this works at all then. I feel like this shouldn't work at all. It's getting reset somewhere. It's supposed to be getting reset, but not like here. It should be at 1. Let's put it at 2 and hit build. It probably gets reset around here. Yeah, that's the issue. It never goes through that for loop. I mean, I know we knew that a second ago, but I'm just double checking that was... Current workers changed. It goes, so it slams through here. We need it to reset to 0 though. Each time it goes through here, there's probably... No, I was thinking about something that was wrong. Is there another way? I'm trying to think if there's another way to do this. The other option is every time you push that button, it changes one of the things. It updates one of the people. But if you hit cancel, it would have to send everybody back, and we would be in the same situation. So we just got to figure out a way either to send... I guess we need to send this variable before... So let's see. It hits this every time... Okay, this is set up as like a getter setter. So every time that the variable changes, this is triggered. A property, I think it's called. So yeah, every time every time one of the current workers change happens, this happens, which is how we wanted it. Let's go to possible building. Just double check here. Yeah, so this invokes this happens every time current workers changed happens. And so we want, and that happens here, but it resets it to 0. Shouldn't it be? Oh, oh my God, I know the issue. um, this is a different variable than this one. I added that later, and uh, because I was like, oh, we need to access this variable. Now let's see if that works. And then, yeah, that's what it was. Because I had that int in there. We are going to need to send variables and events, though. It's probably how I should have been doing things already, and that we jumped the gun there. Building. This doesn't work either. Oh, look at that. Lord Haywire didn't get changed, though. Who was his third person? Karen, Walter, and Brenda. I guess I shouldn't have stopped that. Karen, Walter, and Brenda. Who are those people? There is only 2 people. And 3 is wrong. We didn't put so Angela, Anthony, and Lord Haywire are the only people here. Okay, so this is gonna be an issue. Man, outside looks so shitty right now. We put this to 1, and we hit build, and we hit yes. Bobby, Angela, who the fuck is Bobby? Wait, let's unpause this. Is Bobby somewhere else? Who are these people? We can't look at these right now. Who the fuck is Bobby? Oh, I know who Bobby is. Wait, did I just find some major bug? I think I did. Where do we create this? Create population. So this is for the leader. Oh no, this is for the leader. I think what's happening is they're actually, so I've always, so remember back a while ago, I was like, and it's actually in our notes. I was wondering, I was like, huh, I must have made it so that I had like forgotten. But so we have this set, we wanted 3 people in here plus the leader, but it was coming out when we click on population, it was coming out with the leader and then 2 people. And I was like, oh, I guess we just needed to do this. But I think what's actually happening is there is another person in here. We're just not seeing that person. I totally think that that's what's happening. And we could test that. I guess that let's test that. So on create population, what order do we have this in up here? Uh, oh, we have like create population, create leader must be in. Yeah, generate leaders, generate population. Let's put in a debug log, and I bet you there's a person's name in here. Well, we're getting the name from, here's the random last name. Where's their first name? Generate population, insert random last name number, random last name number. What about their first name? Where's their first name? Okay, right. We have to pick. We have to pick if they're a man or a woman. So that's where their first name is getting generated down here, which makes it a little bit more complicated, but not that complicated. We'll put this here, and we'll do, I bet you, you know what? I think we have a debug log right here. We do, and I just commented this out because now let's see, because I had a feeling we might have to fuck with this. And this actually, I guess it would solve that problem. The other thing we've thought about for a long time is to have so currently the leaders are their own list by faction, and the population is its own list. Oh God. This is everybody. That's okay though. We can figure it out. That's everybody who was generated. Well, we can figure it out right here. So we got Joan and Martinez, or Joe Martinez and Kevin. Joan, where are you? Joan and Kevin. Arthur Butler. Yeah, so this is Cowlitz is generating these three people, and then Portland is generating these three people. I bet you Arthur Butler here, if we were to do this and put this at 1, where this is fucked up too, and we hit yes, we're going to see Arthur on this list here. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. So that's interesting that I never noticed that till now, but that's good because it solves this other question we had. So we got two things. We need to add a new bug in here so that I don't forget about it because my memory is shit. So we need to add in. We got a bug. Unemployee is always 3 when you click build. I'm not sure why it's always 3, but that is what's going on there. We need to make that 1 if it's 1. Okay, let's convert this to this, and then the other thing we're going to fix right now, which is a major, huge, massive bug. When we click on that population info panel, we have this big line of shit, which looks like it's actually all one thing. This if statement is all one thing. Oh, so yeah, that's what we're doing. We're skipping over the first one. Because this one, so I think so we're creating the faction leader, which would be 0. And then it's saying, hey, this list, the count is 1. So then we're starting on 1. I think that was probably, what happens if we just put this at 0? Is that a terrible idea? There's probably a reason we did that, but sometimes it's just bad programming. It's just bad programming. This should be 4 now. It's still not 4, but hey, where test name is in here. Okay, that we are on the right track here though. What was this? Okay, so one of the things we could do is we can have the leader. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I want to bring up my OBS. We can have the leader in the population list, which has been a thought I've had for a long time. I was kind of trying to break them out, but maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, currently they have the same information in them. See, I actually have this. This is like my list question that I always have. Is it better to have more lists or one list that's really fucking long, uh, or that has like a ton of things in it? Let's go back here and whoops, misclicking all up. Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck was that? Unity. Oh, bad time to pop that thing up. Um, let's do this again here. What was I gonna say? I am in the cutting edge of Unity, so there are gonna be some crashes. I wish that when you did a report, I would do a report on everything. I wish it automatically collected more information. You have to fill out a bunch of shit. So I accidentally clicked on layers there. We want to go to inspector. No, we don't. We want to go to here, public. So these are called heroes. We got heroes open, and then we also want to look at, what is this? Get this out of here. We also want to look at county list. No, county population, I think is, now this is in the wrong order here. County population. And we want to compare them. I'm pretty sure that, okay, so one has location in it, the other one doesn't. So that's the other thing. Well, we could easily put a location. So what I want to do is have a list for every county currently, not a giant list of population that goes through and finds the county. Because you're gonna at the beginning, you're only gonna have like 10 people in your county, but it's gonna grow pretty fast. So I want to like not have. I have a feeling that when we have 500 counties and all that, we are gonna want some stuff broken up. So we need to keep the county population. The location is the dictionary name. So that isn't necessary. We could do. What am I looking for here? Is this a dictionary as well? I can't remember. Yeah, it's a dictionary too. So we don't necessarily. Oh no, that's the faction name though. So we do need location in there. So let's keep them separate. My idea is that your population will occasionally move, but not very frequently, while your heroes will be moving all over the place because they're going to be leading armies and scouting and diplomacy and all that shit. So, man, this is kind of a major bug. I'm glad we found it now instead of way down the list. So how are we doing this? So this goes through the faction list, which is the dictionary that we just looked at, and it's going to count how many are in there. There's one at the beginning. It's going to create this population prefab. It's going to fill in all the prefab stuff. And then it goes to the next thing and it starts adding. But we needed to start on the first. It has to start on 0 because it needs to add in that person. Where are we filling in this one number? Where are we filling in this number here? This is going to be county info. This, I mean, I know you can't see it. This thing, do we have anything stuck to this? It's just a button. What's above this? You don't own this county, fuck brain. All we have is a button on here. Something, we must be accessing this somewhere. Where are we getting this? It would be... This is just some temp bullshit and all you look at. You don't own. Where is this at, though? This is in select county. Okay. That's not gonna work. There's an easy way to fix this, though. Oh, we have a population number. In the counties. You know what? I remember this exact same thought process going like, oh, this is easy. And then uh, no, that's fine. Where are we getting this we don't need to look at this. Where are we getting this from? Where are we assigning this basically is. What did I do up here? This is. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's being assigned in. Where are we? Where is this number getting assigned? Is it in here? No, not there. Here. Do we have some sort of... We do not. Got kind of a lot of stuff open here. I'm going to save something here. And I have to, all the coffee I drank is kicking in right now. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. Let's put this back to 0. This has, what, not 0. That has to be 0. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Wrong button again. OBS, break timer. Oh, you can't see that. You can't see that. How about now? There we go. I'll be right back. That took longer than I expected, but I am back. All right. I didn't get a chance to go have a smoke too, but maybe I will do that sooner than later. Let's see here. What the fuck were we doing? What were we trying to? Okay, so we were figuring out how that population number is getting set. Is what we were doing there. I was looking at Twitch on my phone to see how much my timer, how much time I had left, but I guess it was like minutes behind. Minutes, I say. So, where were we looking at here? I don't think we need all text open. We may need faction. We may need this. We may need that later. Just trying to clear out some stuff because we have a lot of things going on here, and we gotta make sure that we got the right things going on. Like look at this county way over here. Why are you over there? Come over here. Get in here. It doesn't like it. Okay, so we need to go back. That was under select county. Where is this number getting set is what we were trying to find out. According to this, it's only right here. And that's impossible. This is in Select County. Current project. It's because there's a different variable in there somewhere. And so we can't search it. It's probably like currently selected county. Here's one. If capital equals true, normal population. Else. Normal population. Where are we? Normal total capital pop. Where the fuck is this coming from? Oh, this is the variable that I have in the inspector. The reason why we have this is so that we can easily change the capital population. It's right here. We can change that for testing. So that's what that is. But this actually shouldn't. Normal population should be that plus. Where is this in? This is in world map load. Plus. The faction heroes dictionary. Plus the count. So this is where this is gonna get fucking crazy. Is we have this? No, it's not faction. It's player faction ID. Because that's a number. What is it not called that? Player ID, faction ID. What did we call it? Uh. Oh wait, this is a dictionary, not player faction. Not a list. So this would work because this is going to be a 1 and that's going to be that and that's going to make that, except in these. This is why I didn't fix this before. because we have 2 lists. If we put this in here, I mean, it would work, but it's not. I'm just gonna put this in here. It's just 1. Is there any way? Because we don't have any. We don't have any way for it to know what the faction is when you click on a. Yeah, so this is why. So this is interesting. So I don't think we looked into this that much earlier because it's so convoluted. Let's just not worry about the number right now. Let's put this. It's. I know we're gonna forget if I. So I was gonna just put like a 1 there, and then because that would be the right number, but it's the issue is that that's gonna change when we start putting how the AI interacts. So let's do that actually. Let's put a 1 here, and I'm gonna leave it as +1 instead of plus plus, and then we'll put a note here. Um, AI? No. The the my brain is now has AI. I have AI on the brain. I think we started something kind of over here. AI army creation. Yeah, so we need a new column here. We're going to put a new column. This is going to be the when we get to this when we start working on the enemy AI. I don't think it should be called AI, and I don't know why I am calling it that, but this is going to be when we start to add heroes for the AI, we're going to convert this to an issue. So this is like a temporary fucking A. Yeah, so this is. Oh, this is going to be wrong too, though. Because there is a capital. All right, this whole thing is wrong then. Let's just put a 1 in here as well. Uh, we fix it better. Yeah, that's trash. We're gonna need to find out how are we gonna do that. I guess this is part of county improvements. Regardless, we need to add this on here then, and it has to happen this round. This is a major issue. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad we got to it now instead of later. Uh, I mean, there's no reason to put +1 on there if we know it's fucked. So should we go back? Should that be our first thing to fix? County population count is wrong. It's currently just manually fixed because I am stupid. There we go. We need to fix that though. That's like a huge issue. It's like the first step of our shitty problems here is this thing. The first step of the shitty problems is this thing. So let's look at county. Do we have a thing that says which faction owns the county? We do. Uh, hmm. So under select, we may be actually able to fix this right here. I thought I put this in world map load though. I think I have this in two different places. So this is someone so someone helped me. His name's Keto. He actually spent like 2.5 hours of his free time. Uh, Giving me advice on Unity and C Sharp. And why did I bring him up? Uh, yeah, so this is wrong. How do I do that though? I can't remember why I brought him up. Uh, Look at this weird shit. Oh, I remember why I brought it up. I was saying that as I work on this, I keep in my mind that I am gonna have to rewrite a bunch of code, and he said like in his experience, it's 3 times. You got to rewrite all your code 3 times. I was thinking too. So this weird shit is we can get rid of this. This is bad. We can get rid of that. We can just cut out this middleman here. Come down here. Whoops. Whoops. This is in the wrong order. I was trying to get it to go. This needs to go to here. So that gets rid of that. Has army been selected? I think I had another question where, yeah, see, so here. So we're going to go back over here and we're going to put in a new public string. Currently selected county faction name. Look at this beautiful, beloved. I love these really long variable names. I know. I know. Oh, we don't have to do that. We don't need that. We're doing it right here. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go back to here. We don't need this shit. I don't know why that I got so excited about that. We can do this. Bam. Yeah, because it's already we already know if we know the currently selected county, we know the faction name. Yeah, that actually we can fix this fucking issue right now, and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's a big deal. We gotta fix this. Let's just copy this and paste this. Yeah. See, there's the IntelliCode thing I was talking about. I'm hitting the wrong button here. It didn't do it that time. There we go. So when you select a county, it's assigning this to the world. This is like a major thing that's used all the time. So it's assigning it to world map load, which is like our controller thing. I thought about breaking these into two. Have one script that is when the game starts, it runs all this shit, and then the other script would be where all the variables and shit are stored. But the issue is they're already all stored here, so I've just been using that, and I think it's fine. And I think that's actually solved. And I almost think that this is. I think I have this commented out somewhere where I'm like, is this even fucking used? That has army been selected? So I love when we're able to like narrow down some code, and that actually was, and that will solve our other issue here too. Where the fuck was I? Select county. We got some weird shit going on down here. We're gonna have to rewrite that shit. We did the army movement first, which was stupid. Why the fuck is this here? We can probably, but it should do some more testing. If it's true, you know what? Let's not fuck with that right now. We're gonna get sidetracked by that. We're gonna probably, this is probably all gonna change anyways. Okay, so what we can do with this currently selected county is if we go to that population info panel and where I just did this stupid shit. Where did I put that stupid shit? Where's my stupid shit? Was it in world map load? I don't think it was. It probably is. It probably is. Well, this is here it is. Here's the stupid shit. We need to fix this to get a count of the leader. Man, we kind of like half got to where we were going. This is gonna need to be. We don't need world map load. Currently selected county. Yeah, we got like halfway there, 3/4 of the way there, and then we didn't do it. This is gonna be plus the faction heroes dictionary. What faction? Well, the one that is currently selected county. I was gonna select that and delete it, and then repaste it. Dot faction. Dot currently selected county. No. We want this to be our counties list. Stop this. Counties with current selected county dot faction dot name. It's long. Dot count. Okay, so what we're doing is we're getting the faction heroes dictionary, which should be, so when you click on the currently selected county, you know the county name and you know the faction name that's in there. So it's going to look at the faction hero dictionary and it's going to get the count of how many heroes are in that dictionary, which right now it's just going to be one. But that should actually solve, hopefully, this bullshit that I just did. Let's actually put that down there because it's too big. What's your problem, motherfucker? There we go. What's your problem, motherfucker? We got rid of something that we needed. Okay, so hopefully, and then this is normal population, that's going to assign that there. This is just on when we create this shit. We're going to probably need a better way to deal with how the population is getting updated. Because when we update, well, you know, it's one of those things. We'll just put a thing over here. It should be under heroes. We'll just put it in here for now. County population info needs. You know what? Let's not put it in there. We'll deal with it when we fucking deal with it. Now I was about to say, hey, we fixed it, but no. Let's test first here. this that was wait, what? We got a bug. I don't think we saved something. No, we did, but it doesn't see. What do you think is missing here, motherfucker? Oh, create army, huh? Listening to Wolf Parade again. What do you think that what do you want to? All right, okay. No, I'm fine. That's what we want. Yeah, I back to the AI thing. I'm both excited and scared of the AI possibilities because we like I said this in another stream. I read a lot of science fiction and like cyberpunk books, are pretty amazing. And we could go two routes where we're like living in sort of a Star Trek utopia, or we can go into full deep cyberpunk, and that's where I think we're probably going, especially in the United States, uh, where there's just going to be the uh, income disparity or whatever it's called. There's just going to be a horde of poor people and just people living up in the clouds. It's going to be quite not the metaphorical clouds. I mean, they could also be living in the physical clouds, but I guess that seems unlikely. Okay, let's see if this does this correctly. We might have to do it. Yeah. So I was just thinking this. We might have to do this in a different order. We have generate leaders, create population. We generate the. Yeah, we haven't generated this yet. Why do we have this different? Okay, so it's being used in here. Oh, I see what's going on for this one. For the capital, okay, so this was wrong up here. We need to put this down. Wait, undo this. Total pop. This hasn't been generated yet, so we actually need to put this down here. Well, I guess we didn't need to cut the semicolon. Uh, why do we have this other variable? Why don't we just get rid of it? I feel like I worry about very much worry about um the amount of variables and stuff we have, but in this day and age I probably don't have to worry about that. So this is getting a random number, so we need it here, but we don't need it here because this is just something that I'm putting in manually currently. That's going to change. May not change, but it's for a testing variable. What do you want? Oh, it thinks because I did this up here, it wants me to do it down here. No, we want to range from 3 to 9, and I was actually thinking about changing this. Let's do that. And we're in world map load. I was thinking about changing that number to being also. We're going to change this to. And then we'll have another one. Yep, exactly like that. And we're going to put these numbers in So the idea is that once again for testing, we're gonna probably want to be fucking around with these numbers. 3 to 9 seems actually. I thought we were at like 3 to 7 or something. Uh, I've lost where we were doing that because it's just here it is. Oh, it's not 3 to 9. It's 3 to 8. Is it really 3 to 8? I thought it. Create population. Here we go. Whoops. This way we don't have to go through. We don't have to go through and find that code to update this. I just want it to be a minimum maximum. We should probably. Did I save that? I did. We should probably. I'm kind of stoked that we fixed that. Yeah, so let's do. So it's going to do 3 to. Let's do 8 for now, which will be 7. Which will be 7. And we can clear this, but I think is that all we needed to do? No, we need to fix this. So we move this down to here. But has this thing been created yet? It hasn't. This needs to go above. Generate population. No, 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 no. Where the fuck am I? Create population. Oh, it is above it already. Okay, but that's that. So then now this should work because I think these are both below that. So this was above that before. So let's try it now and see if we get that same bug. The same. I guess it's a bug. Same error. Okay, got part way. Oh, we got a thing here. Oh, because we haven't selected a county yet. Okay. We haven't selected a county yet. So at the beginning, everyone how often does this we fix this, but I actually don't think we needed to fix it. I think we could just have one in here because at the beginning of the game, everyone's going to start with just one hero. And this is just at the Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot I am. Well, we fixed that for later. Every faction will always just have one hero. What a fucking idiot. Well, okay. Other stuff got fixed, right? And I guess I could have put plus plus, but for some reason when I see plus plus, I think that we're counting something. And we are not counting something. You know what I mean? When I say counting, like it's counting up as we go. Okay, so this should say 4. This should be the I know why. we're using that somewhere to actually generate. Yeah, we're sending these to the normal pop. Or was that because I fucked with that 0? That's because I fucked with that 0. Where did that 0 go to? Generate leaders, generate population, create population. Then we have generate and generate. Where did I fuck with that 0? I put a note. Not a note, I put a comment in. This shit's gonna get complicated eventually. Eventually. Oh, did I put in? I thought of another biome actually. I wanted to have another biome called river, and I want to change Portland, which is this one. I just know this is to river. No farms, ruins, forest, and river. That's Portland for you. Where the flying fuck did I change that thing? I changed an I equals, whoops. An I equals, no. And I put a thing next to it. Here we go. Here it is. It's because I changed this. I'm almost positive. Let's put this back. And just to make sure, because this was the bug we were getting earlier. Philip Hill. Look at all these people's names. I don't think we need that anymore. These debug logs. Yeah. Jason Nelson. These people's names. Man. Okay, so we have two things here going on. So this is... It adds this clone in. It goes through the faction list. It's going to put this clone in. A clone of this. It's going to instantiate this thing to this list. These are assigning something is going on here. So we're getting the next activity, the current activity, and the next activity. This is, what is this? Where is this? So we're instantiating this every time, and then when we close it, we blow away all that shit. I don't know if that's what we want to do. Probably we want to fix that at some point. But population list clone. What is this thing? This is just a list of game objects. This is for the leader of each faction, name, and color. Wonder why I put that part in there. Why wouldn't this just say faction? I don't see why I'm not using. So it's going through and it's adding. Okay, how is this thing working? It's going through, it's adding to that list a game object. It's assigning all this shit. It's saying here's the faction list, first name and last name. We could change how that looks too if we wanted to. And then it's it's giving the age, it's saying if they're male or female, it's giving their current, and it's giving their next. Where is this faction list equals currently selected province? So this is the thing we kind of just changed around. So that then the county list is that currently. So we go through this. We'll have one. Sorry, there's gonna be at 0, but we'll have 0 will be filled in our list here, and then we go to the next one. And this we were starting at 1, but that's wrong. This is just wrong. This has to start at 0 because we need it to start on the first one in this in the population. It's going to add a new one. So this one's going to be at 0, but then we're going to go down here. That's going to have a new ints. Are these ints somehow being influencing each other? I don't know how that works. Then we're going to go is less than that. Yes, that's right. So this will be added on to the next one, but here's where things are getting wrong. We're now editing the 0, but 0 is this one. So this should be I plus 1. This one we could just do the plus plus, right? We can. I actually, like I said, it makes me think, yes, it makes me think that we're counting when I see the plus plus thing. And then all of these why don't we just rename this at the top? Yeah, let's just rename this at the top. We'll just say, we won't call it I, we'll call it current list index, we'll call it. I mean, this needs to be an int. So that's the whole issue. We've been editing the wrong one, and then we'll just change this to list indexed. And then we'll do that here. Oh, here. I guess I could just search for it and get rid of it. Or we can just use this. The IntelliCode. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we did it this way, where we're getting these components instead of I thought on this population list, honestly, that we were assigning the code. Oh, that's why we're doing it. I thought in the county that we were assigning some of this stuff. Sprite render, select county, in faction. All right, so I guess we weren't. Where the fuck was I? I hate when that happens. It's right here. Oh, I know why we're doing this, because we're getting the component. Yes, yes, yes. So that has to be that way. Okay, so back to this. Let's see if that solves our issue, and I think it is, because what we were doing is we were accidentally editing the one above it. William Bell, that's that from whatchamacallit. Oh, we made it worse. From Fringe. We should probably also at this point turn on our dev view just so that we can look at other stuff here. We made it worse. No? Wait. You know what we also could actually do, this is what we should actually do, is not put this plus this. We should put this plus uh faction list dot count. Because if this changed for some reason, like hard coding in numbers and shit feels wrong to me. Let's put this. Okay, so this should be 1 when we start. Let me double check that this is working right. Are these somehow influencing each other? Does it go through this one for loop and then, like, are these eyes the same? I don't think they are. So let's double check this. So this is going through this. It's going to be 0. It's going to sign all that shit. This is going to go on the faction list count. That's right. This is the counties. This is the county thing. So this is going to be 0. This one should be 1. Not sure we need all these. Robert Rodriguez. What's the name of the Night Stalker serial killer? Was that his name? Richard Rodriguez was his name, I think. Richard Rodriguez. We still haven't solved this. Virginia. One, two, three. Jesus Christ. I'm curious. I just want to make sure. We're going to tackle this. And then it will be better for later. So we have 4 here, so, and it should be 4. The list index seems right. Aha! Ha ha! Is that it? Maybe? That shouldn't be it, actually. That shouldn't solve that. Maybe it will, but I don't think that that's going to solve the issue because, yeah, that was just some other thing. It's some other. It's happening for 4. So it gets to 4. I think what it's doing is actually I don't know what the fuck it's doing. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Joshua Baker. My name's Joshua Cook. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Okay, so it's adding in sitting in absolute silence for a minute there. I actually was looking through some of my older streams of this, and I was shocked at how long I sit in absolute silence, just staring. Like I like that the video was paused or something. When I was looking at it, I was like, what am I doing? Why is it so quiet? Why am I just sitting there? Uh, let's look at this. Let's look at this again. On enable, it's doing that. There's something wrong with how this is being calculated, and I can't believe we never noticed this before. Uh, so this is going to be 1, and that's what this seems to show. We have 0, 1. Oh, this should be 4. What? That should just stop early though. It shouldn't croak out. Countyless count. This should actually be 4, less than or equal to. Because there's 4 of them. Usually when I do, I've changed that to less than or equal to many a times, and every time I do it, it just causes issues. What was that person's name? Bonnie Thompson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnny Cook. Johnny is that common of a name? Let's go back to here. Raymond Hall and Bonnie Thompson. Was that what that was before? Yeah. I want to find. Oh, look at that bad naming. Scroll view, viewport, population list group. Okay, so we have 4 of them in here. Just making sure we weren't missing anything else. Johnny Cook. Oh, look at that. It happened to. Oh, it's because I opened and closed that. Indexes that it must be non-negative and less than the size of the collection. Less than the county list.count. And this. Let's see if we put this in here. I'm kind of lost. Let's see. Last name. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, I see something that we have fucked up. This one should be list index. This should be I. Some of the, whoops, not O. Some of these should be I, and some of these should be list index. This one, always, all of these are going to be list index. These are going to be pulling this from the population thing. Man, this is, when I come back to look at this shit, I'm going to have no idea what the fuck this all says here. These one, no, this is list index. Whenever we're talking about the population clones, we need to be getting the list index. When we're getting it from the actual other list, we need to be getting it from the correct list. Because it's falling out of there. County list count is also right. This is right. This is correct. Yes. Okay, so let's look at this again. If you stare in silence for long enough, it works. So this should be getting the one that is the clone. This should be getting it from the list that's one less. So when it says county list, it should be I, and when it says clone, it should be. Okay, did we save that? We did. All right, now I think with this we might be on the right path here. I really need to get back on my C#, basic C# stuff, training stuff. There we go. Betty Cooper and Joyce Cooper. At the beginning, I was trying to make it so people didn't have the same name, but then I decided I didn't give a shit because in real life people have the same name. Okay, so we have dev view on, so we should be able to look at this. Oh, we guess our dev view stopped working. Um, oh no, we have it off. Maybe I started it and excuse me. Dev view is getting turned off somewhere. Guess I had this open already. Dev view. Right fucking here. Oh, we didn't save whatever. Oh, this fuck up is what I was just saving there. Okay. Well, that will, if this works, that solves like some other weirdnesses. Well, I guess it doesn't do shit. I was trying to look at the bright side of this. The bright side is this is now correct with the right people, I guess. Now let's click on here. Population 4. Bobby Cook. It's my brother. I don't know. Fred Young. These are 8. Did we just get some unlucky numbers there? It looks like we did. Let's try that again. They're all like 7, 8. That like kind of worries me. We might have just got some unlucky or lucky, depending on how you look at it. Okay, there we go. All right, so our population list actually matches and has the correct shit on it now. I'm gonna take a quick break. That was a long time needing fixed thing that I didn't know needed fixed. I just thought it was weird that we had that thing happening, and I actually have it on our thing here somewhere. Like, hey, why do we want this? It does. I think I have it in my notes somewhere. Whereas, like, do we care about this shit? But it was just a bug. Where was it? So here's the random generation thing. I don't know where I put it. Oh, we actually. Oh no, that's a different one. Okay, here it is. Here's the thing I was talking about. It does include it. It was a bug. I guess I should have put that down here, but it doesn't matter. I'm so anal about everything else, like that shit. I don't care about. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me turn on my break timer, and I am going to do that. All right, be right back. How does that happen? A cord is wrapped around my thing there. The wheel on my chair. It's like, how does that shit happen all the time? All right, what are we doing now? We were back to what we were doing in the first place. Here we go. This is done. I don't know. I guess, yeah. I guess we'll put that. Now we're okay, so here's the next issue we got. And it's not really an issue. What we have to do, I mean, it's definitely an issue. This goes through and counts up to the how many you have, and we're using that, and it shouldn't be. We need to get the real number out of here. Current workers. So what number are we actually using? Current activity, no. Current workers equals unemployed. Check for enough. So we know this part works. Current workers is not equal to 0. Enough population is true. Oh yeah, we used an else if. That was weird. This equals. Unemployed. So it's going to go through. So every time you move the button, you change the button, it's going to go through and recount this to 3. Because we only have 3. Actually, we have 4 now. It's going to be 4. Actually, it's going to be 3. It's not going to include the leader. So I guess that solves that question of whether we want them to be able to include it or not. Having the leader in a different list is really a pain in the ass. We should probably just put him in the same fucking list. I'm going to put a note in here. I'm not going to make it a bug. I'm just going to put pain in the ass. Maybe we want them to be in the county population list. I mean, we can do that. The reason why, I guess, the reason why we're gonna have to go through so many to move our guys. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll just leave that there. We'll kick it down the road for now. So once again, this is going to be 3. It's going to go through the county population. It's going to say, hey, this is 3. If they equal idle, we're going to have 3 people. When we change that button, if unemployment is less than the current workers. Okay, so are we changing current workers? Is that what we're doing? Yes, we are. Possible buildings. Why didn't I just click on that current workers? What was that under? It's a different list. It's county population. No, it's not. It is under possible. Current employees. Oh yeah, we changed it to current workers. current workers. Should we just change this to current workers? So we have less names. So this is what it needs to be equal to for that group. I'm not quite sure actually why. Why this is, I think this is wrong. I think we have this whole thing wrong. I think that's what's going on. It'd really be nice to have some music for you guys, but I don't want to play techno. And that's like the only copyright free stuff seems to be techno or like folk music. Okay, so this equals 3, right? If unemployed is less than current workers, instance current workers equals unemployed, that's going to make it 3. Oh, that sets it back. This is for max, though, isn't it? You know what we could do, actually? You know what we could do here? Just to see what's going on here. Oh, right, I couldn't debug log stuff in here because it doesn't know what that is, and you know why? It's because it's like debug logs isn't like an Unity or something. Unity engine, I think, is the issue. Yeah, that's what we have to do there. I mean, we could put that at the top, I suppose. I don't know what's using system diagnostics, but something is. Oh, not anymore. It's because we had system diagnostics up there. Current workers is 0. Current workers is 1. Current workers is 2. Current workers is 3. So this actually is working how we wanted. I don't know why I'm look at that. See, like it. Okay, we don't need that. That's what the debug log has come from. Yeah. All right. Uh, I don't. We just need. We're pulling the wrong information. We need current workers to be in that confirm button. Where's my building confirm button? Here we go. Nope. That's yes. Click fires off building checker. No, that's our subscription. No. It's that big. Is it under world map load? I don't think we put it in here. Maybe we did. Yeah, it is. So set next day job should actually be. It's not this. We don't want to be looking at this at all. We want to be looking at the building checker. See, this is the thing where I was talking about. We need to be looking at where if we fired off a variable with it. I wonder what happens if we do this right now, if it always puts 3. I bet you it does. But let's just look. Well, I don't even know if we're going to be able to see it because we need to update the other part, the population info panel. I don't know why we're zoomed in like this. Yeah, so it always is doing 3. I guess we fixed that that part. What we should do, so we need to. How do we know which possible building we're working on? Okay, that just subscribes to them all. Currently selected county. And it's thought of something. Oh man, we missed a huge part of this. We're gonna need to put into here the the county, the stuff in the county. Oh my god. It works fine for all of them. Holy shit, that's like a major oversight. That's why I'm doing it in this order or in this way, is because I want to go through each part of the game and figure out like what we're missing instead of trying to work really hard on one part of the game and then having that part not work with the next part. So that's why we're doing baby steps around in circles. And I keep calling it an outward spiral. The county needs to know what is in there, and that's going to be a thing for later. We got to get this thing. Well, not later. It's going to be like next. Probably not today, but uh, what we're doing here shouldn't be this difficult. And I'm just like I'm sitting here spinning. This should be possible building. Now, how are we looking at that building checker? How are we finding which possible building number? Okay. This is also a capital. What is it doing? It's firing off something? It is. Uh, so this is actually what we should be checking. Man, it's 3 times having you write everything 3 times is pretty optimistic here. This is what it should be. We're gonna have to rewrite everything probably 10 times. It's fine because I'm learning, and it's interesting to look back at run into code that we've already done, and it's not. So these are all scavenging, and it's not right. You know what I mean? And then we've slowly been fixing stuff, and we'll probably do that. We'll run into that again. Okay, so that worked. This is the correct way we wanted it. We only had 1 employee, so. Oh, you know what though? Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, we got a bug. Shit. Panel refresh is when so this is working before. I'm surprised that's our issue. Where does this want? UI building description panel is right here. Oh no, that's the building check. This is it right here. What does it think is the problem? The refresh. This is going out at possible building number. Look at that again. Let's see how that happened. Let's look also. We can have this open. This scroll view should have nothing in it to start with. So there's 3 of them, which there should be. Oh, I know why that's happening. It's because I took out one of them. We still have that in there. We were going to take this out and then put it in current. Which this changes completely. We're going to have to stick this list in with the county. The county needs to know what's being built. Or what is being built and that's going to be. We're going to have to rewrite all this shit. Possible building is wrong already. We know that from last time. Yeah, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need these assigned in the list, so we know what's going on here. So this will probably still work. Yeah, this still works until we hit build, and we can't do build until we add at least 1 employee. So hit build, and then we should be able to go to our population. Christine Ross is doing it. But now if we go to whatever, this one, yeah, it's gonna break in because we're removing it preemptively. I can't even remember where we did that. Dot remove. We haven't done this very frequently, so we haven't removed shit for a long time. Here it is right here. Okay. So now let's double check that what we're doing is correct without that bug happening. Actually, let's hit max. There they are. All 3 of them are building now. And we don't have enough influence to build another one, but let's give it a shot and pretend like we want to. Yeah, there we go. Let's click this again to see if we get that error. We don't. So let's do this. Let's give ourselves enough influence to build. I don't know if this is gonna even work. I haven't even thought about it. Where are we stashing our influence? Top bar info. No. Where the fuck were we storing that? Did we hard code it in somewhere? No, we had it there. We had it somewhere. I thought it was here. Maybe we are hard coding it in. I thought we. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. It's under the controller, but I closed this thing. I'm just curious if this will even work. We should be able to do 2 different buildings if it works how I want it to. Force shack. We need 1 person. Build. Yes. Or did I do Fisher Shack? I don't know. Let's do 1. Build. Yeah, that works. And then this should have 2. Didn't work. All right, let's see. Oh, I know what the issue is. When we're assigning that, we're not checking to see. We're just going to the first person and they get assigned the. What was that called? It was called. It was here. Yeah, so just going to. Current activity is equal to all text dot jobs dot idle. Then we need to do this. They have to be idle for it. Currently it was just assigning their current activity needs to be idle. No, wait, their next activity needs to be set to idle, not their current activity. Yeah, I think it's their next activity needs to be set to idle because their current activity, you can't modify that. It's the next day it gets modified. So like at the next morning, it's gonna kick all of the next activities to current activity. So we need them to be idle. And it's funny, I was actually thinking about this like yesterday. It just popped in my head that I would need to do this somewhere. Okay, let's give that a shot again. So basically, what we've learned today is that we have a lot more work on county improvements to make this work the way we want it to work. All right, these guys are all scavenging. Scavenging is the idle thing. So we go to here, whatever. 1 employee, build. Yes. We could go to here. They're building. We really should put the name of what they're building in there too. I was gonna have that for the next round, but I think it's probably pretty much required at this point. Then we'll build another one of these. I don't know what the fuck we're building here. We have enough to do it though. And then we should have. No, it still didn't work. Oh, because it needs to go. It needs to. So it needs to go through this. So it's only doing it once. It's going like, yeah. It does. It goes to the first person and it says, hey, otherwise, So how do we do that? Because we're using the list. What a pain in the ass. So let me think here. We don't need this anymore. So it's going through this list. It's like, hey, there's only current workers is 1. So it tries it 1 time. And it's like it says it's idle or not. If it's idle, it does this. If it's not idle, it just goes blah. Um so I was about to say, maybe we need one of those for each. So we needed to go through. All right, so I'm thinking here. So possible. So current workers is not what we. It shouldn't be less than current workers. It needs to go through the whole list, and so it needs to go through the whole list. So the whole list is. Did I copy that? I copied that counts. Um, whoa, not counts. All right, so it needs to go through the whole. Oh wait, possible buildings list. It needs to go. All right, what the fuck was this on? Yeah, go back here. What the fuck was this on? Possible building number counts. No, we wanted it current workers. We got something. My brain hasn't quite figured out what it is, but we got something here. So this should be. We need to go through the whole list and set the next day job, but only. Oh wait, what do I have on my clipboard? I think I had something I wanted on there. Maybe. It's still here. So we go through the whole list. No. I'm trying to think how we do this. So if we go through the whole list and we say if okay, so we with this, if we go through the whole list and we set the first one, but we need to stop doing that when we get to the current number of workers that we've assigned. So possible buildings. So how do I describe this in my head? We need to go through the list, but we need to stop doing it because we could see what Chat GPT says. Because I think there's probably another way to do this without like a for each or something. For each that's idle, do this many times. Let's Google that. C# for each do this many times. That's a terrible. How many times is the list of object retrieved? Is there a shorter, simpler version of this loop for... I don't think I'm... All right, I gotta think. This is like we're onto something new, which is kind of fun. So for... It needs to go through the whole list. I guess it doesn't need to go through the whole list. It only needs to go through the list. Wait. um, so it needs to go through and stop when it's current workers, but where does it start? We want it to start on 0 the first time, but like the next few times through, we want it to start on another number. Um, like already employed. We need an already employed number. So if we had it, we had an art like in this possible buildings, current workers. No, we wouldn't want it there. We'd want it in some sort of county. We'd want it in this dictionary. We current county population, current act. Oh no, this is not it. We'd want it here. We'd want it in this county thing. We'd want a thing saved here. Currently working. And at the beginning it would be 0. Oh, look, we did this the old school way. Let's start updating. Let's go through like I think we should, that's what we should do from, if we find stuff like this, we should just fix it. We're doing this a different way now. Yeah, this part we can do without changing anything. We're changing this to the way that the Intella code or whatever keeps telling us to do it. So we're gonna just change all these. So everything needs to be consistent, you know? And I think this will solve the problem. If we know how many current workers there are in the county, we can, I guess I should have just changed them with F2 instead of with manualing the shit. Here, and hitting that is not, this isn't working. There's a faster way to do this here. Whoops. I think we got to be more proactive like that. When we see stuff that's broken or wrong, wrong syntax, wrong whatever, we just got to start updating it. Then I think what we were doing here is this. Yeah, this song is good. I don't know what this song is called, but it's good. It's No Rest for the Wicked is the name of the album. I don't know the for New Model Army. Okay. All right. So we just jumped in and fixed that real quick. Currently working population, actually, is what we should call this. And oh, we didn't have it down here. I was like, why didn't it ask me to change anything? This is going to be an int. And then down here, look at that thing. Not a capital. Yep. Okay, so this is why we have this fun stuff. This is all going to default to 0. I'll stick this in here. Is that the right? Yes. Sometimes it's a little, confusing. We don't want that. So this is also why we're only doing such a small portion of the map, is because we don't want to have to be editing shit like this all the time. So that doesn't help our current situation though. It will in a second. We now have that in where we need it, and we need to go. Where the fuck was this? In world map load, I'm pretty sure. No. What were we doing? We are. We had a for loop doing something. Here it is. No, it was under. What are you doing? I thought it was in here. No, I'm completely wrong. Faction, UI County. Good God, what the fuck was I just top info bar? No. We don't need to look at that. See, like this, we're going to be slowly changing to. Uh, is this what we were doing? No, these are panel refreshes and minus buttons and stuff. I don't think that matters. I think we are, and then I think part of we are going to be need to sending events. Variables with events going forward here. I got to figure out how to do that. So I'll mentally plan for that tomorrow. We got it. Maybe we'll start doing that tomorrow when we do our next thing set up. Uh, where the fuck were we doing this? Was it here? And I just can't. I can't. Why? Why am I like? Did I close it? The fuck are we doing here? We were at. So when you hit the confirm the yes button, it's is updating. No, it's not. It's not in here. We already did that. We already fixed that. I can't believe I was just looking at that and now I've lost it in my brain and everywhere else. Where was this at? This was there. I'm like mentally like going through everything. I think I'm getting tired. I want to try to fix this one thing though. Good God. Okay, so it's when you hit build. What was our issue? It's not updating this. So this, but this isn't where it is. It's under when you hit that yes button. It should be doing it, which is under building checker. This has to be in world map load. That has to be where. Because no, it has to be because we were adjusting stuff in here. Why can't I? Why did I suddenly like just completely? Or was it under select county? I can't believe that I suddenly like my brain completely just and I don't even know what we were doing. I mean, I know we were working on a for loop, but I don't even like what just happened to my brain. Panel changes. We were. I know how to find this thing. We had to. We subscribed to it, and then we had it doing 3 things. Wherever that was. What was the first one? It was pay for influence or whatever. Create population. First run. Here we are. Here we go. I found it. Jesus Christ, that was pretty bad. So this should equal. What was the name of that thing? We just called it. Currently working population. So this is going to be at 0 for the first one. And it's going to set this to building, and it's going to change this. Wait. I equals that. Then it's going to go through. So it'll start at 0. Do you have to have this in here? Or do we want to put that in here? So it starts out at 0. And then wait, so then it goes. So once it's done with the loop. So it starts at 0. Let's put I++ back in here. This goes through. If their activity is equal to idle, it changes that. Then we would have this add in here. This would add 1 to it. And so this would be at 1. I don't think we want this here. I don't know if we can just do that. You know what though? It only assigns this once. You know, this only happens at the beginning. So let's put this I plus plus back in here because it needs to go to the next thing. And if this happens, so like this is only going to happen once. The first time, well, I think we're on the right path. Did I save it? We are on the right path. I think we got this. No, it's gonna be it's gonna just gonna collapse and fail. But that's okay. That'll get us to the next step, right? That's what's gonna happen. I guess we could click this ahead of time, make sure we have no other issues. Force check. We just want one person. We got to build. Yes. Check our population. We got one. So now this should I should equal, instead of it equals zero, it should equal 1. I guess we didn't check what that number is. But it should equal 1, which is Mary Jenkins here should be 1. No, it didn't work. So first off, we have a lot of things filling up my debug log. Let's get rid of this shit. Let's go back. We don't need this. What is your problem over here? Oh, we're still running? Oh, this is all one thing there. Then we can... I hate to leave things bugged. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves is leaving things bugged because I have to remember next time. So I'm gonna try to fix this. I still got a couple minutes. I try to only stream programming for 3 hours. And let's go back to here. I think I got lost because this is closer to the top than I expected it to be. Wherever the fuck it is. Here it is. I think this actually should be out of this if statement. Well, no, if it's idle, it assigns that to building and it says, so let's debug log this thing. Currently working population. It might be like running through here. Actually, I don't know. What do we need this? Was it printing this debug log? It's not. It's croaking out somewhere on that thing. Are we looking at the wrong list again? So current workers, you assign 3 workers, right? If I is less than 3, it should run through here. Oh, well, this is going to be a problem. We need it to go through the whole list, right? That's what... There's something wrong here, and I think I'm going to call it a day. This will just so I can try to remember that. I think I'm doing this whole thing. I might look into this like offline, not this actual. I won't change any code because I'm trying to have everything streamed. But I'll look into. There's got to be a better way to do this. So basically, we have a list that we need to go through. And assign. It almost came to me here for a second. We need to go through the whole list, I think, regardless. Because otherwise it's just gonna, yeah, this has to be, we have it down there. I think I'm overthinking this. We need to go through, so first off, the first thing we need to fix is we need to go through the whole list, regardless of what we do. Current, what list is this? This list is the current population. This is the population. It's this right here. Actually, we want this too. We need to go through the whole thing, regardless. So let's start that back to 0. I did do that twice today. So this will go through the whole list of the county population dictionary. And then if it's idle, if this one is idle and stop it, I is less than current workers. So it's gonna go to the first one, 0. If it's, hey, are you idle? No. Then it will go to the next one. So it goes to the first one. It says, hey, are you idle? And it's like, yes. And then it says, are you also less than the current workers assigned to the job? Which 0, I is going to be 0, right? Current workers. Well, so let's think here. Current workers, you got to be less than that. So it's 1. So 0 is less than that. Let's say you have 1 assigned. 0 is less than that. So then do this. This will be building. I don't think we actually need this. But we'll leave that in there currently just because we might actually need that later. And we can actually put that on the province info. Sorry, county info panel. So you would know how many people are working and how many are idle, like right on that thing. Where was I going with this? I went the wrong. Whoa. Okay, so back to this other thing. The counties, the currently collect, yeah, okay. So let's just give it a shot. And it doesn't matter if we start at 0, that's fine because it's not gonna be idle. Let's put 2. Well, that was weird. It did everybody up. And I is less than. That's because that's or. I did that another day too. And I was like, what? Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Like two different. Like it's not like the first time I've used and or in C# or anywhere else. Let's do 1. Okay, we have 1. Did I hit build? I did because we're out of cash. Okay, so what happened? Because current workers is current workers is 1, so it's less than that. So it's just gonna skip out. We could put an else in here, so it's just not dead in the water here. Whoops, we probably want to do else correctly. I don't know. I don't know. Set next day job got to else. I don't know what to put in there. What the fuck, man? Keep hitting the weirdest. Okay. So on a new building, current worker is gonna be 1, so it's gonna be like, yeah, it's never gonna get to there. So we do need to use this currently working population. No, we don't. We need to use like an unemployment type thing. Because we have to have it stop trying. We also need it to start on the next one. Well, that's okay, actually. Wait, do we need this at all? If it's equal, do we need that at all? I mean, it's just gonna, hey, if it's idle. We do, because it's going to, otherwise it will go through the whole list and change it to building. Okay, so we need to do possible. All right. 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 And I is less than not current workers. It needs to be. Man, my brain is going here. All right. I'm gonna call it a day. We can hit this up tomorrow. Uh, Pop is idle and there are only change the number of. Man, we really by adding the second building thing, we can easily skip this part for now and come back to it later. If the pop is idle and only idle and only change the number of if the population idle and only change the number of new workers on building. I mean, we could right now just for now say like, hey, we only can build one building at a time. That's not the plan though. Only change the number of new workers on a building. That doesn't make any sense. All text.job.idle. You can just put some other variable in here. Uh, an int that was uh, and we would make it start at 0 or we'd make it start at 1. We'd make it start at 0. Then this would be, yeah. This is going to be a different number. But where are we getting this? Well, actually, we're just doing it. We're just using it right now, right here. We just need it to stop. I don't know why I'm so worried about it stopping. What was that weird song that just played? I feel my already my normally very okay, hit the else statement there. Okay, it's always gonna hit that. So Julia Price here is building. Let's do another building with one person. That worked. Okay, I don't know why that worked. I don't feel very confident that that should have worked. So the only other issue is we're gonna run out of. I think if we could build 3 buildings, we would run out of unemployed workers and everything would break. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen there. But I'm going to call it. We got that part. Like, man, we are really getting caught in the weeds here. We got to keep moving forward, but instead of that, we just keep getting ground down. Let's close this. Let's save this. Let's close it. We'll push this to the county improvements. Save. Close. So what did we accomplish today? I feel like we accomplished jack shit. Let's put this actually over here. This is what we accomplished. We just supposedly, I think we need to bug check that next time a little bit more. Unemployed is always free when you click build. That it wasn't true. That whatever this is, we fixed it. Whatever that is, it's the fuck out of here. It's done. So what did we do? We fixed the county pop. Report the correct number, but in a shitty way. That's the main thing. This is Windows. Windows 10. Let's see. And is that all we did? I feel like we did it worse. You never heard of Windows 10? I mean, it's Windows. Let's see. That's really all we did? Well, we fixed that. Gentoo? I've never heard of that. What is this weird thing next year? Oh, huh. It says you're listening only. No, is that Linux or something? I think that's all we did. Man, I feel like we worked on this so hard and that's all we got to. So there, there's Linux, there's Mac OS, and there's Windows. that's the 3, and I'm using Windows. I guess that's it. I guess that's all we did. All right, committing. I feel very disappointed with that. Very disappointed. GNU plus Linux? For Mac OS? Or you caught me right at the end of my stream. Linux is only the kernel. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Do the semantics matter? But anyways, I am actually calling it a day here. I think we push this. We're not gonna merge that or anything. I feel like we really. Yeah, this was what we're gonna do. I guess, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. All right, you have a good night as well. I will talk to everyone next time. Probably tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. I usually Saturdays and Sundays I stream my game creation. But that is it for me. Thank you for joining me. Talk to you later.